Fear. I can't hear you for some reason. I think you're muted. No. I don't know what happens after the music. This happened before. What's up? What's up? It's T-Man978, and welcome to another FigureAction, where we talk about action figures and whatnot. And we also hang out with all of you out there who I probably need to turn my YouTube to the live stream so I can actually see your comments and whatnot. But Dave hopefully will be back because I don't have control over any of the slides, and it will just be me with my weird lighting because I threw this lamp over here at the last minute. But how have you guys been doing? I have been doing great. And my remote sucks. Give me that live chat. Come on. Is anybody here?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you. Mariano.
I have no idea. This is like we are literally talking right before the show in the green room area. And I hit the button, I play the music, and then it's completely cut out. Yes, I did that. I did that on purpose right there. Did you already say the cheesy stuff?
Pretty much.
Did you thank the people on the replay squad?
Not yet.
Oh, come on. Well, first of all,
thank the people that are here now.
Okay. Oh yes, this is why we're a high quality professional show, folks. Anyway, I digress. It's me, True Star Screamer. I'm with T-Man978. Yada yada yada. Everybody in the chat is absolutely awesome. I'm at least McClurrig says I sound pretty good on there. Winston, it is good to see you. Mariano, go make yourself some dinner for us. Have a bite for me. Glad you are you're prepping dinner. Hail to the Titan. The man is in every chat I go to. And of course, all of you guys in the replay squad, we greatly appreciate you. And all we ask is, please, everybody, hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. And more importantly, T, how you doing? Get anything cool this week?
I am doing okay. Let's leave it at that. But did I get stuff? Oh, I got a bunch of things. I think it's been more than a week. But let's see. I got a random X-Transbot scavenger, and he is scavengelicious.
He looks Italian in that hand pose.
All right,
you got him. You got him.
Well, he was doing all types of weird stuff at our meetup.
I have to scavenge for these scraps.
At our meetup we went to, he was doing all types of weird things.
Dude, do not get us canceled.
How do I embiggen me? There we are. I got Alchemist Prime. He's alchemalicious. It almost looks like it doesn't transform into anything, but then he becomes an SUV.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Randomly, it was Lance's birthday, but he was the person giving out gifts. He was randomly giving away 2 of these guys that I seen. And this is Astrobot's Argus tactical version. Put up a video, nobody cared. And I'm like the only person who did a review on this. So, yay!
Yeah, I got mine before I was doing reviews.
Oh, the one without the guns?
Yeah, mine. Oh yeah, mine didn't come with guns, but he had the hand cannons, like the knuckle cannons.
Yeah, I was trying to verify. I was like, because I remember seeing pictures of the guns on his back. I was like, was I supposed to get something else with this? And then I looked for reviews, and I was like, everything was 7 years ago. So I couldn't find any reviews.
They actually did this weapons pack that looked like a crab that would go on his back, and then
that I found out that when I had to look it up to find the crab thing, but no reviews. I thought this would be doing better than it is. It's in the toilet. I also got everybody to complete this guy.
Everybody.
So mainly Mixmaster. Somebody's like, how did you get the last two? Aren't they supposed to come out in October? Pay attention. Pay attention. Both this guy and this guy have been in Walmart recently. And I got him from Amazon. But Mixmaster I got from a local toy store. It wasn't overpriced, it was regular price. So I didn't pay any like overseas bonus stuff.
I will say, especially in that pose, that looks a lot better than the promotional photos.
Yeah. Main thing sucks with him is you see this gun.
Well, he is over 40 years old. It happens, you know that.
Neither one of the hands, like the original, the Combiner Wars Devastator could barely hold his gun. This is on a 5mm peg, and he can either hand. It's crazy. Everybody's been reporting that.
You put a little saran wrap in there, that'll probably take care of that. That wasn't an innuendo. I'm blatantly saying stick the peg in saran wrap, and they'll give it some friction.
I was trying to look for some like tissue before we started, but I couldn't find that, and I'm too lazy to go get it. But I also got Coco right here with the battle armor, and I filmed the review at work and edited it, and I started uploading it before we started live streaming. So it will not be, if I make it live, it'll be after the show, or it's more than likely going to be live tomorrow at 6. But that's about that. How about Mike, since he showed up? And now we can't hear Mike.
How about now?
Yeah,
we can hear you fine.
Hi. How are you guys?
Great.
Happy now that we see you.
Oh, stop. So, we're 2 weeks. Let's see. I only got, actually, in 2 weeks, there's only a few things. And then some other stuff I'm kind of working on. Like T. I had Coco beforehand. But, T, did you already show your Power Ranger chick?
Oh, I forgot all about her. No, I didn't.
Well, T showed me its link on Amazon where you could get a Power Ranger Chun-Li on Amazon for cheap. But his is much better than mine. She's a big floppy mess.
Oh yeah. So, did you actually touch mine?
I'm sorry, what?
Did
I touch yours? No.
I brought it to the meetup. I think I had it in my backpack when you showed up.
Oh yeah, no. Her elbow on her left arm is all flippity floppity and stuff. But I mean, the paint job on her is decent, so got her for cheap. And then at local GameStop, I got, just because he was, I think, $10. Dakin. So head sculpt, yeah, that's about it. It's all. But what's not it is dropping that. But I got my monkey wrench in.
Jealous.
And
I haven't gotten mine.
Major Blood, both from Amazon.
I was hearing that's cool. Figure of the year.
So that from AliExpress.
I'm trying to remember who I've got Monkey Wrench pre-ordered through.
I don't know.
Mine is Amazon. He's chilling.
From AliExpress, I got my Mess Toys Black Suit Neighbor, which is the KO Retro Tech symbiote Spider-Man. He's actually pretty good. I'm kind of impressed with him. Let's see. This is another All-Star 6, but I got Gorthog in. And for my partial order for the 10-year anniversary for Mythic Legions, I got both of my Silver Knight Builder 2s in, which are basically Valiant Knights, only in this really nice little silver look. So I got those. Last thing, on a whim, I ordered and got in my holiday Stormtrooper reindeer guy, and he's neat. He's got little felt antlers. I might pull those out a little later on. And I left it in the bag over there. But I also got. I'll get it. I'll show it later on because it's easier to say than not. And then I've been building something. So
that looks beyond awesome.
Yeah, except when you gotta take apart all the, I don't know where to just put the pieces, all the supports, and I'm stepping on them like I'm stepping on Legos. So, yeah, it's always fun.
That
But
looks
that's
fantastic.
it.
I like that name, Black Suit Neighbor.
Oh, yeah. What's that? There's a huge dragonfly. I know. Hopefully it doesn't bite me.
I will say that, again, I have been very tempted to get that because that is the only, literally, of all the figures, of all the representations, whether it be Spider-Man, whether it be Venom, anybody wearing a symbiote costume, and that includes Mafex, whatever, FigureArts, that is the only one I've ever seen that actually has the webs shooting out of the top of the hands versus web shooters. Like every other version of the black suit Spider-Man or the Venom. Well, the Venoms all have tentacles, but that's the first one I've ever seen actually have the web shooting out of the hand, which is one of the cool things I thought of that costume back in the day. Okay, I'm the only one who's impressed by that, apparently.
I like that. I like comic and cartoon accuracy.
Well, that was one of the cool things of the symbiote costume. Peter was like, I don't have to make webs anymore. It makes it itself.
I always wondered, like, when he sticks it to something, does it retract back into the body?
Nah.
Or does he just leave symbiote goo everywhere?
It's probably leaving symbiote goo everywhere that eventually disintegrates. I mean, the regular webbing was supposed to melt in an hour, so. Which really sucks when he webs somebody up against the side of the building and forgets about him.
But how about you, True Starscream? What did you get and how are you and all that?
This has actually been a very heavy Joe week, actually. I actually got the Cobra base.
Open a box.
I'm going to get to it. It's like it's funny. I'm hearing the best thing about this thing are the sandbags that come with it. So, but I got that. I also got my Snake Eyes with a bear.
No.
My daughter was like, "Why is his hands pink?" So
he was getting in touch with his feminine side.
But and I know you guys have already mentioned it, but I also got my armored Cobra Commander, which I'm very excited for, and he comes with an iguana. It's a freaking iguana. If you ever watch Wrestle Talk, you know why that's funny. Also, though, I got my Walmart Night Force 2-pack in.
Nice.
So I'm very excited for that, especially the Quick Kick in here. He looks like Billy from Predator, except not as buff.
Yeah, they're both out.
Finally, review just went live about an hour ago. Is my Major Blood figure, and like T-Man said, this is absolutely in contention for figure of the year. Go watch my review. This is of all the classifieds that come out this year, I think is the one to have at this time. So
I will counter and say, wait till you get Monkey Wrench in your hand.
Monkey Wrench doesn't come until the 26th, But I will say this: if Monkey Wrench is made with this same quality, which they seem to be wave mates right now, this wave is what is a perfect wave. But you
I
know
thought
what?
you didn't like Snake Eyes.
I didn't care for. You're right. I did not care for Snake Eyes. You're absolutely right. But this, everything like after handling Snake Eyes, going straight to this guy, Mike. When you look this guy over, I mean the helmet is dry brushed.
Mm-hmm.
It's weathered. Everything is weathered on this. I love it. So
Yeah. Now, did you get the first round of him from Cobra Island?
I did, and it's buried in a box somewhere.
Oh, yeah, because he was dry brushed as well. It's going to be. I haven't dug him out either. I'm just kind of going off memory, but it should be an interesting time when I get a chance to put these two next to each other.
My advice, if you haven't watched my review yet, when you do your review, bring a Praetorian next to him as well.
Which color?
Oh, the black and red. Because, well, let's put it this way: there's I found a fun feature that works with the Praetorian that also works with him. You'll just have to watch my review to see that. But that's my pick. And then I don't think did 5K. Well, you guys all know about my sharks from 5K, and I got 5K just shipped something else out to me this week, which will be arriving on Monday, which will be kind of exciting because we all know 5K has just such random shit, and it's going to be a fun piece of random shit.
Oh, so I found that last item I was going to show. So if I can take a moment.
You may have this moment. We give this moment unto you.
Thank you, because it's going to be kind of funny. But I got little laser pants in my fingers.
So it's familiar.
Yeah. And no, I wasn't given this. I paid money for Laser Pants' head.
That man will give a little
I'm
hit
gonna
to
go.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is why I never get invited onto 3POA.
Oh, you get music though. That's the thing. You get music though when your stuff's highlighted.
Mariano, look.
Well, I do. Okay, there's a running gag that he's playing that. Yes, because when we're watching 3POA podcast, my wife actually enjoys it, so they play a little bit of romance music for us.
Oh, jeez. Well, before it gets too raunchy, we got a crap load of stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna get right into it.
Oh yes, so let's pull things up here. Oh, we need to. You know what? I got to make like a news stinger. I just have to make that. So
Breaking news.
Exactly, or something like that. Probably the big thing is we're getting the 5 years exclusive, the 5-year anniversary of the Fall Geek Out at Target, which basically just means exclusives are coming out that you'll be stressing over, that you hope you can get.
Well, I think we're marked safe for the first release, though, unless you're a Lego fan.
Pretty much. So, do they even have the first release on this thing right now? No, they don't. It was Lego.
I think you actually had to click on the Target link to see what that first one is.
All I saw today was WWE and Funkos on that show.
Well, okay, that actually is kind of cool, though. It is a gizmo. That's a cool little gizmo. I'll give him that.
Yes, it is.
You know, I was walking down the Target aisle and I saw they had one-piece Lego stuff. What the hell was that?
Mike experimenting with his mic.
Oh, jeez. But it's just funny. Like again, I'm an old anime fan, so I remember getting like bootleg VHS tapes that people were using their computer to subtitle, and now I'm seeing licensed Lego kits. I find that funny. And then we'll find out tomorrow what the next drop is.
Well, hopefully it's more fun than Lego Gizmo.
Oh, yeah. I think Gizmo's kind of cool.
Yeah, unless it's some wrestling thing.
True. This though is a little more interesting. We're getting from Flames Toys. I ended up there was a TFCon years ago. I ended up buying a couple of Furai model kits. Because the sales rep, there was the sales rep and this girl there were just basically forcing everyone around them to buy them. I still never got around to building them, but I find this interesting that they're going the direction of animated. I do like the fact they are not putting the Flames Toys touch on this though, and this is just a great translation of the animated model.
It is kind of slender in the waist, a little bit more than the animated show, I think. I don't know. It looks perfect. It looks awesome.
It looks, yeah. If you are a fan of animated, I absolutely recommend this. I mean, I know it's just, it hits the aesthetic so well.
Yes. Even if it does have their little thing, you can't tell because that's kind of what they look like on the show. So,
Exactly. And then you get this. You know, the toy kit. This was supposed to actually be released, and for some reason or other, they denied us ever getting this in toy form.
I forgot how much their model kits are.
With this, the Power Master.
How much? I can't remember how much their model kits were. It's been a long time.
Fairly reasonable. I think they were like $40-$50.
Depends on the size and stuff. Some of them were a little more like 100, 150.
But this looks great.
This one definitely got to be on the higher range with that jetpack and the hammer.
Well, the jetpack's a set I think is an add-on piece.
Oh yeah.
I think you get two versions. You either get the you can get the basic one, and you can get the wing blade version.
I need the wing blade version.
So
I either need to buy this.
I know you said Mariano. Well, Mariano, I know you said you didn't like the feet, but that's how the feet were in the show. They had big feet and prominent chins.
And long arms.
I mean, we talked about this. I know we talk about this every time we mention animated, but it was one of those things where when the promos came out, everybody hated it. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, they're Cartoon Networking this." The amount of sheer hatred towards this show before it ever aired from the fandom was incredible.
Yeah,
and then people watched the first episode and were in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, looking at the designs, I was like, how can that transform? And then they made toys for them. The toys were very spot on.
Yeah, and it was. Season 1 was a slow burn, but I mean, it had a good story throughout the entire season. 2 seasons. Or was it 3?
3.
3.
It was 2 seasons.
No,
1 and a third,
3.
especially after how it so abruptly ended like that.
3 was the third season was when Blur was trying to tell everybody that Shockwave was the traitor, and then he got caught.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And then Omega Supreme started showing.
Yeah, season 1 ended with Megatron returning. Season 2 ended with Starscream's clones. Then season 3 was them defeating the Decepticons and bringing them to the planet.
That's right.
I loved how they did the clones. That was probably one of my favorite, truly explaining the Seekers.
Yes. You should have watched it.
Sorry, Gladden.
It's only 20 years old. That's scary. Every time one of these sequel series ends up being 20
I'm
years
warning you
ago.
now. I think my wife just turned on Netflix.
She's watching a show without you.
Or
No,
he's
but it's
stuttering.
killing my ISP.
No. Boom.
So if I freeze, if I'm freezing, if I'm stuttering, it's yeah. I wish there was.
No worries. We'll just continue on here. I mean, did they show did they have the price in the link? I can't remember.
No.
So
Okay. So stand by for future
Yep.
cheering or going ugh when the price is shown.
What we
do
got
they
in
have the did they put? Yeah, they haven't put the pricing up yet.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm looking forward to that one. I skipped a bunch of them, but I want that one grabbed my eye immediately. What is Mariano talking about?
Food.
So what is Mariano talking about?
Food. Something about yogurt.
wow.
So Nemesis
Even my
is
pages
very,
are loading slow now. This is not
yeah.
good.
Nemesis is super black now.
So so we've got our Nemesis Prime as well as coming with the air attack team with the Star Saber.
This time being sold by Takara.
And I think
I mean, it's a
they
repaint
look
with a new
good.
head.
They
Right?
suit the needs. I mean, yes, repaint. Oh, I think they did show that this does turn into the top for the super prank, for the super mode.
They need to sell
In the
those
original
mini-cons.
Armada show. I just remember in the original show, this never transformed and ran around like a gorilla instead.
Let's say, didn't he just grunt? And
No,
everything
seriously.
Yeah.
I remember Megatron blasted him in the face with the God, what was that? The Requiem blaster.
Mm-hmm.
He healed up and then attacked him.
And he had like Mr. Fantastic powers.
Kind of.
Or it looked more like Venom because his arms are like stretching, sorting.
Well, Mariano, I remember I was watching Armada when it came out new. So from again at that time it was new Transformer. So there's a little bit of a nostalgia for this for me.
I like the mini-cons the most out of this. I bought all of the mini-cons.
Originally,
No,
or you saying the repaint, the reissue like this?
The original figures. Now I hope those are more articulated in some type of way. That would be awesome. But
they look like they got at least elbow joints.
Yeah. I think they had that before. Most of them. But Armada, like once I got Sideswipe, I was like, I can't buy any more of these.
That was such a horrible toy.
Yeah.
Especially when after you got
Armada
stuff like
had-
Wheeljack and Red Alert and such.
Mhm.
Yeah, Armada had some winners or they had some god awful ones. It was like I never picked up Sideswipe, thank God, which was one of the worst designs ever.
Yes.
I never got Smokescreen, which for some reason should have been Hoist.
It was the Crane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Smokescreen was the Crane. I never got Scavenger.
That was the motorized bulldozer, right?
Correct. And then they also made a slight retool of him.
I can't even remember Smokescreen.
Yeah, he was a orange crane.
Yeah, then he died and came back white, and he was hoist, I think.
Then he came back as a white steam shovel.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I did get smoke screen now that I'm thinking about it. It's
And
like
then,
they simplified stuff. They were like almost good, and then they wouldn't have knees for some reason.
yeah, then what was the other one? Oh, Blur. You see, speaking of character with no knees, Blur should have. Yeah, Blur needed knees.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, he was the race car, right? With the supposedly the sniper.
Yeah, he was the one with the whole car on his back.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like crosshairs on the Age of Extinction.
oh, that page doesn't exist anymore.
Which one's that one?
The dramatic Cybertron Chase 3-pack.
Huh.
Oh.
No,
Nope.
just seemed to refresh.
No, it's not there.
The Chase 3-pack, really? It just popped up on mine. But
I think
anyway.
we could skip the repaints anyway.
Yeah.
We've already looked at them for Hasbro.
I think the big one right now, honestly, more than anything else when it comes to Transformers, though, is the missing Link Ultra Magnus. I will say they've done some interesting things with this, which probably it all boils down to the fact he's got knees. They were able to put damn knees on this body.
And hips.
Yep.
And ankle pivot. Oh, some of those pictures I didn't even see yet.
Like I love how they do this of recapturing the G1 art box, the G1 art pose.
Yeah.
They got the whole base modes here.
I didn't see any of this.
I posted it in the chat, actually.
Yeah, I kept seeing pictures of them, but I didn't see this picture. That's cool. And they got Missing Link RC up there.
This mode right here doesn't. This mode here in the lower left-hand corner just doesn't make any sense at all to me, but it's a thing.
What?
Some of these base modes just don't make sense to me.
Base modes never really did for these vehicles.
That just looks like something a kid would do while they're bored.
Well, the last one there that has with Silverbolt being launched, that was I know that was official back in the Diaclone days where they put the jets to launch the jets on them. So
yeah, that's interesting.
Basically Magnus's version of Roller. This was a Diaclone throwback.
Yeah, that's cool that they brought that, and it actually has articulation.
I'm actually surprised that never carried over to the G1, to be honest.
Hasbro saving money.
I guess, but that was back in 1986. They really didn't care. They were doing straight repaints, carryovers.
They didn't give us little Diaclone people.
Yeah, here's our side by side. So
I like it.
I'm impressed. I have to say this is a very neat piece of engineering of taking the retro style and yes, just upgrading it just slightly. This was the figures, like T-Man has said, were the ones that we were dreaming of getting back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, if they could just articulate like the box art, like you were just saying, that would have been good enough for me back then.
I think it's neat if you look here how the leg is tucked. The white prime leg is tucked into the leg up here to make it so it gives it room for the knee to bend.
That looks like they modified the Missing Link Optimus for him to do that,
which is cool. And then
I think
that one
this
shows
thing is
off the
going to be
ankle
like
locker really well too. Like this photo right here is gonna sell it. This shows you everything that Missing Link is supposed to be with that photo.
Only problem is it's probably over $200. And then you have to think, do I want to pay $200 for a G1 toy with more articulation?
Well, just out of you know what? Just for kicks, how much does a G1 Ultra Magnus go for? Well, anywhere from 85 to $100. So here's one going for 144, 150.
Yeah. That's above my limit.
I've seen people pay more for less.
That is true.
Takara told me he was making the regular non-articulated ones higher back in the day.
And then if Matt was here, he'd probably be excited for this. This is the New Age Toys version of Great Shot, which was essentially an Autobot remold of Six Shot. Great Shot first appeared in Transformers Victory, just so you know.
Wasn't he like someone's son?
It's supposedly Six Shot's son.
Okay.
I thought that was Quick Switch.
Well, we don't talk about Quick Switch because there's no damn way you're going to ever make that toy cool.
I actually had that as a kid.
Fans Project was probably the closest of making them cool, but Fans Projects also made Broadside cool, so I'll give them that.
He's Six Shot son.
I mean, it's got some subtle remolds to it. Instead of the winged wolf, it's a winged rhinoceros. He's got sabers as opposed to katanas. Aside from that, though, he's pretty much the same ninja. And I think you'll be happy if this is your thing.
Yep.
Hey, his fighting hands.
I'm actually really surprised because, they did the Titans way back in the day with the Titans Return. They did that Six Shot that they didn't make this as a make Great Shot as like a SDCC exclusive.
You know what? They never repainted that, did they?
No. They never repainted that, and they never repainted the Black Shadow, which by all rights should have been Thunderwing,
Both of those figures were two of the best Titans returns because you didn't have to take their head off the Transformer.
No, but I was like, but ironically, like again, the Black Shadow should have been Thunderwing. We should have gotten a Thunderwing in that set. And instead we got that, and then they could have given us the Great Shot with this. It's not quite Starscream colors because it's not even a Seeker mold, but
So there was never a Thunderwing?
no. It's the craziest thing. They never made that into a Thunderwing. And especially during that time, that was during the IDW stuff where Thunderwing was basically getting a renaissance.
I think it'll happen. They've been bringing Titans Return molds back left and right.
But the only thing cooler than looking at Transformers, and Mike, I think you'll agree with me on this. The only thing, wouldn't you agree that the only better looking than looking at Transformers is to smell like one?
Oh, yes. This is the what the F moment of the show.
I have no answers for this.
I think it's going to be really strong and smell like something from the 80s.
You know what? I disagree. I think it's going to be on the weaker side, and you're going to be wishing it was made of sterner stuff.
Oh, this is Japanese
I'm
only?
figure out how to work that line in all night.
Yeah. It's got some interesting names, between the Decepticon and Autobot, but we also have, Energon? And, yeah, I wonder what Kremzeek would smell like.
Mountain Dew.
Light that tingles against your nose.
Megatron smells like gunpowder.
Bad
Prime will smell like freedom.
And Energon.
It's the right for it is the right of all sentient beings.
So maybe some lucky people will have that for TFCon Chicago, and then just instead of smelling like BO, they're going to smell like the Matrix and just be equally smelly.
Who's the target audience? Like, and I don't mean the target audience to buy this, but like if I'm going to spritz this stuff on there, who am I trying to attract with that?
You're gonna have to fight the women off. Fight those cosplayers off.
It's going to make people swipe right on you. That's all I know. Did I just age myself? Maybe.
No, people still swipe right.
All right. Anyway,
I think it's gonna smell good.
It's something, but
I like Aquatechy. He said rubber, plastic, and styrofoam.
Yeah.
And then in Hong Kong, they get an exclusive. We're getting an exclusive battle damage G1 Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, that chest is painted beautifully.
So when you say we are getting, we ain't getting it.
We ain't getting it
now. It was 40 units that were available at this show in Hong Kong, and I think it's for people who spent what they say. I forget how much it was in Hong Kong.
I think it was like $500 basically.
What I say in the notes, $637. So if you spent 600, if you spent over almost $650, you could get that guy. If you're the first 40.
But didn't you have to pay for it separately?
I mean, this painting is incredible on it. I'll have to say that.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think that that almost might be hand painted on those, especially the interior. I think the only thing that could have made this better is if there was an insert to put on the grate of Thrust looking in fear.
Good point.
I mean, I love these windshields. I absolutely hope, and I love this, and I'm hoping that Toy Hacks will try to basically recreate that.
I think they did do it once.
God, that panel lighting is beautiful.
Actually, that is on their sheet set for 86 Optimus.
Okay. But this interior, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm in love with this. I mean, that's like micro paint job right there.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Makes you want to throw it in the trash.
Definitely reminds you.
Mike's put it on the docket. I'm not going to go ahead and put it up here, but are you guys watching Cyberworld?
I watched a couple episodes. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. I just mentioned it because it was just funny and ironic. You were saying, looking at cartoons that have aged 40 years. Just imagine, 40 years from now, someone bringing up. Do you remember that's webisode series called Cyberworld?
Armada is over 20 years old. Okay, that's the part. That one's getting me. That's what's really getting me right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Cyberworld, I mean, it's 10 minutes jumping around. I haven't seen anyone really buying the toys, but it's not really focused for an adult collector.
Yeah, definitely for us. We're supposed to be buying that for our kids.
Exactly. And letting them watch it. So, but I mean, the voice acting in it's really interesting, though. I will say that much. I think we were talking in one of the chats about the voice actor who was showcasing one of the characters, and he actually was doing. There's Starscream and Mirage, which Mirage is time as a seeker mode.
No, I think he was. John Bailey was Skybite and Mirage.
Oh, that's what it was. I'm sorry.
They sounded super different from each other. I was shocked. But those episodes, they aren't bad to me. And the way the writing is, and like you said, the voice acting it's really good. It does feel like they weren't trying.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like watching a Pokemon version of Transformers.
Yeah, they do they do some light jokes in there, but it's not overly cheesy, which is a good thing. So, but anyway, It's on every Saturday. It's 10 minutes long, some episodes. So if you're interested, it's there.
Yeah.
Star Wars is the most unlucky HasLab project.
Dear God, this
Uh,
I think this might be the saddest HasLab I've ever seen.
I would say, didn't the Rancor get more backers at this point? I can't see where it is now. I know earlier it was at 4,300 backers.
It's at 4,500 right now with 4 days remaining.
Yeah.
I do not see 3,500 backers.
No.
I mean, it does look good. I was watching a video on it. Somebody, well, I guess one of the people must have had it. So they were putting it together and whatnot. It does look substantial, but I don't care.
I just
Yeah, I mean it's a big transport ship. I mean it's not iconic. I mean the Ghost sold quickly because it is a hallmark for that part of Star Wars canon.
and then they blew it up 2 days after it ended, after it went through.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, no, wait. Well, the Ghost is from.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of the other. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
ship.
you're thinking the Mandalorian ship. Yeah.
No, the Ghost is from
was,
Rebels.
Yes, but and that in and of itself. I mean, it's like the Millennium Falcon. It was an iconic vehicle that everyone would like to get. But this is forgettable in my opinion. So, I mean, it may crash to the point where it might make any future Star Wars HasLabs, go on pause. I mean, a playset of a cantina.
We've talked about this before. Playsets is what they should be doing, plain and simple.
Well, I mean, this is a big playset, so to speak, but it's not interesting.
It's failing because it didn't come with a Yoda. It should have had a Yoda in there. I mean, Galactus had a Silver Surfer that came with it, even though we already had 2 previous Silver Surfer figures before it, and they could have thrown another Herald in there. But Galactus came with a Silver Surfer. When this ship first appeared, there was a Yoda sitting right next in the side bay, and that's why it failed. No Yoda.
Yeah.
And all the stretch goals are those weird Jedi. Like, who cares about them?
Well, exactly. Unless you're into like the Clone War saga, where you know who's who. I don't care, and I think Aquatechi's right. Where it's Star Wars is just kind of it's in that it's bruised and it's on its knees, trying to find a way to get back up. But between how the shows have gone. Now, I mean, there are outliers. The one that was what was it, with like the Goonies style? I forget the name of that show already.
Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew. That was decent, but we won't go into the whole idea of the Acolyte and then actors.
Acolyte wasn't horrible. It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst piece of media we've had.
No.
Another thing that's stopping this is the price.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we've talked about this every week, guys. We've talked about it. I'm going ahead and saying we're retreading now. So
yeah. Well, this is probably the last we're going to be talking about it. So,
you know what else we're not going to be talking about? We're not going to be talking about PulseCon 2025 this year.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't care if they don't do a all combined show anymore, because I only care about maybe 1 or 2 of the brands per se, and I'd rather watch something focused like that.
It's not just that. All PulseCon is oh fuck it, it's an exclusive. I have to sit here and hope and hit refresh.
Well, don't worry. You probably still have to do that. I'm sure. We'll talk about that in a second.
Right, but at least they don't put all their eggs in one freaking basket. Then we also have to get I'll get SDCC, and then I get New York Comic Con 6 months later. Versus let's just dump all the exclusive one at once and then hope they all show up and hope we don't get canceled. It's exactly this. It was okay at best. it served its purpose.
Yep,
All
it
Pulse,
was.
honestly, all PulseCon was a virtual filler for the pandemic.
Yep. And now we're past that, and like I said, people would rather see something specific about the brand they prefer more than the other one, and not have to wait halfway through the show for their brand to be showcased. So
They kind of don't need
And
it because
speaking
they're
of
doing their
these,
little
and
streams.
speaking of these
yes,
exclusives, again, the Nemesis, we actually have our New York Comic Con exclusives or London exclusives,
yes.
including this lovely stress inducer. I will be fighting to get her. I will tell you that
I think
now.
they'll have a lot.
I hope. I mean, I don't know how you guys got Nemesis Immortal. How was that to chase down?
I don't think it was that difficult. I know
Nemesis
all of
wasn't
these
too
seem
bad.
like they released twice.
Once a man commander, I think, caused me more stress, to be honest.
Yeah, he was an aftermarket purchase, and then I kind of regretted since then. This.
Once,
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to go to the other image there.
now, for
This
me,
shit.
I'm mixed on this. I am very mixed on this. It's because it's not, as opposed to Pythona, since it's not a unique figure, it is a figure we already technically have, but it is still a better version of it. I mean, I'm literally looking at my Super Scroll on my shelf right now.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I don't know.
I don't like the legs.
It looks like it's a quick toss together figure to cover some spot in the fall for the Marvel Legends team, and I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Plus, there's no price on this yet, so
It's going to
I'm
be
sure-
whatever Death's Head was.
Well, Death's Head was what, 34, 35? And Pythona is 40?
40 something.
Yeah. Prices.
Yeah. I can imagine this being $40.
The only thing is, it's like I like the parts. Like I like the lower legs because again, that's showing the storm. The Human Torch aspect to it. I think the other one didn't. The other one had the smirk. I don't think it had the other face to it.
Yeah. Hello.
Again, I'm literally looking at mine across the room. The one thing that the old one has that this one doesn't have is it was showcasing the Invisible Woman's powers by having a translucent arm.
Right.
I thought that's what the legs were supposed to be.
No, the legs are supposed to be the Human Torch.
Torch. And then you get the flame effect piece that goes on the thing's hand, or is it the Fantastic Man?
It can go in either fist.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any flames on the legs. They're just red, transparent.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
It
looking
looks,
like the old school. It's looking like Kirby art Human Torch.
Yeah.
I don't really care about Super Scroll, so I'm lucky on this.
The only thing I will say this: I like the packaging.
Packaging is cool, and again, they're smart, at least with that type of exclusive, because people are still riding high off of Fantastic Four love and everything. So I don't know. Again, if people don't have this figure, they get a chance.
Exactly. For me, I already have it. That is one less thing for me to stress over.
Mm-hmm.
Though Death's Head eventually came. I think they got more Death's Heads out than they thought they needed. So now this is kind of cool. We get our Palpatine. Sorry, our Senator Palpatine.
I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Sorry.
And there is a note here on the lower left-hand corner. Let me see if I can zoom it in. If it'll let me zoom it in or not. No, it's not gonna let me zoom in here. It actually says here on the lower left-hand corner that the figure cannot fly.
Unfortunately, they have to do that because people are stupid.
Yes, they are. But I think this is I think is a perfect exclusive. You know, having the Senator Palpatine with a lightsaber. And we've all seen and then we got our Mace Window.
Another one.
It's so you can have them do the Senate duel.
They didn't update his face.
He's got that
wait,
motherfucker look on his face.
Yeah, that's new. It must come with two faces because the other one didn't look like that, right?
That is probably one of the best Samuel L. Jackson head sculpts I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, and he does come with the ring. He does have the fried face.
Now you need him.
That's cool. Okay, I will. I'm done with Star Wars, but if you are a prequel fan, yes, this is gonna be one you're gonna be stressing over. Absolute power. Jedi spirits. I like that it looks like they give us both Vader sculpts. Or both Anakin Skywalker head sculpts. So you could be the purist. I'll give him that. That's well done.
Are these vintage or?
Oh
yeah, it says it in the corner.
Yeah, vintage because it has the Kenner. But I'm glad I can't remember the actor's name, but I'm glad they didn't write him out. So that kind of makes me smile. I bet that would look really. You know those the holocron things. I bet those would look really good sitting on those, being lit up by them.
You might be able to get all three of them on there.
So, and then of course they said we got. I guess the Nemesis is going to be a convention exclusive.
Yes. All these are going to be available at the London show and then New York Comic Con, and then going up on Pulse after those shows, which is basically the month of October.
Okay. Again, we've looked at these. I know we were just kind of looking at those, but okay.
They make me mad. I just want that Nemesis specifically for the Star Saber.
And then we'll be having a Marvel Legends fan stream coming on September 9th. Though I've been seeing some potential leaks going around left and right about this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But that'll be so the 9th is when's the 9th?
That'll
be next Tuesday. So guess what we'll probably be talking about, guys, on Thursday.
Yippers.
Sebastian Shaw.
Legends.
Oh, it's Chad.
Hey, Chad. Sebastian Shaw.
So those Star Wars figures we were just going off with are going to be in 1/18th scale, just so you know, for the Bishop of the Lord scale. Oh, what else we got? We'll talk about the price increase in a little bit.
Yeah, we can bounce around a lot of this stuff because.
Are you guys members? Are you guys the Unlimited Plus member? Whatever.
Nope. But
so no one's going to be getting
this.
This
shit. So
now you got.
No, so Marvel Unlimited is basically their premium digital service for getting their comics into people's hands. But now they're offering this unique version of Spider-Woman, which is only seen in one panel of one comic that is so. But I don't remember what issue it was. But
it's obscure.
Yeah.
And it's not even on the Shriek body. So you know what? I don't care. I could care less about it. Anyway.
Oh no, I thought it was.
So we got this new Emperor Doom figure. This looks pretty tight.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's now Sorcerer Supreme. I've been out of the comics for a while.
Yeah, basically, it was one of the, I forget the complete storyline. I'm sure people like Talib is in here that can talk comics much better than I can at this point. But it was some point where they had to save the universe or something, and the only person that could do it was Doctor Doom. So Doctor Strange gave him the title or Eye of Amaganato, and butcher that. And then of course, power went to his head.
Sorry, I understand now. The actor's name was Sebastian Shaw. When I saw you mentioning Sebastian Shaw, I was thinking of the character from X-Men. I'm like, we already got a Marvel Legend from him a couple of years ago. So I am sorry. That's where I was going for with that. That's what.
Who?
Yeah.
That was really his name?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, plastic capes are the bane of Marvel Legends. There are so many figures I would love to have. Then I look at a hard plastic cape and I'm just like, fuck that noise. And it's like that Storm figure that's coming out.
Or Emma Frost for Wave 2 or 3 of X-Men.
Yes.
97. But it looks somewhat decently painted. I mean, and it's a nice contrast to the green and gunmetal that Doctor Doom is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the effects pieces, we've seen those things God knows how many times. But this is $27.99. Keep that.
Which normally figures like these, well, yeah, it's gonna be that's the new price point right now. So I guess we might as well go ahead and use that and segue over to it. I don't want to say it. I don't like to say it, and I hate it every time we have to say this.
Do you want me to deliver the bad news?
But it looks like, yeah, the 25. It literally just feels like just 2 years ago we were paying $20 for a figure.
Yeah, someone was saying before, at least with the classified line, it's been around for 5 years, and it's gone up $1.08 a year, I think.
Which, again, if I'm gonna get figures like these now for that price, at least it makes that pill a little easier to swallow.
Yeah, as long as the quality improves and you're not getting gummy ass PVC instead of nylon joints and the weapons, we're still going to get that stuff.
Yeah, it went from $22.99 to $24.99 in less than 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
That was the real hard hitter.
And it's one of those things where, again, you know what? I just because I'm holding it here, at least I got this Major Blood here, but I'm not getting figures like this from Marvel Legends. Period. I mean,
or Star Wars at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Star Wars. At least you get those face sculpts. They're those digitally printed face sculpts that look gorgeous. The costumes look fairly decent. No, you're losing on the articulation. I'm just looking at that Dash Rendar. But again, the figures look good, but I'm not getting that from my Marvel Legend unless it's maybe some MCU figures.
Since 2010, prices have just been going up and up. It's so crazy. I've been collecting Transformers as an adult since 1998. And from 98 to 2010, deluxe class was $10 for all those years. And then it's just been $2 like every year and a half. It's nuts.
I'll be the shield that says it. There are other brands that you are getting that are going down in price versus going up. So right now there are 1/12 scale action figures on mass retail and smaller independent companies that are now the lines are merging. So now it's coming down to that pickiness of, like you're saying, Dave. It's going to be the looks, the accessories, what's going to be grabbing my attention. At this point.
Let's just. I'm not going to be the positively police of buy what you want, but in this case, judge, let your wallet do the voting. That's all I can say. Fortunately for
Absolutely.
your wallets, by the way, guys, the X-Men 97 Sentinel has been delayed.
Thank God.
So that'll be. I mean, I did not get this because I did not want. I already got those little the arcade Sentinels, and I realized
Yeah.
that kind of aesthetic does not work for my collection. So that's why I was able to pass on these. But as soon as they make this comic book style, I'll be in trouble.
I mean, I have been going back and forth the past 4.5 days. Whenever I log into Pulse and I see that it's still marked as in progress, and I keep hovering over the cancel button because, Dragon Man wasn't bad aesthetic, price wise for $90, but we're looking at $178 for. I mean, it's a about 24-inch figure, but I mean, I don't know.
It's
Again,
worth
for me,
it.
it was for me, like I said, for me it was the aesthetic. If this
Yes.
was the comic accurate one, 2 of these would look so awesome next to my HasLab Sentinel, and I would put the master mold head then onto the HasLab Sentinel. That's my I can see that as a display.
Mm-hmm.
But the cartoon is iconic.
It is iconic, but it's not iconic for my collection. That's where I'm going at. That's what. That's all.
Now, for that price, though, he's pretty much a Titans class type thing. I think they could have put some light in there for his eyes.
Yeah, or hopefully it's not going to suffer the same thing as the HasLab Sentinel, where the knees were just a wreck.
No, but I'm not. Again, I'm just saying for those who are buying it, and you've got that perfect animated display. I mean, there's those people who've been buying the animated ones from Hasbro. The ones that came in the VHS boxes and stuff. That'll look beautiful with that display. That's just.
Oh yeah, I mean, and they did it smartly here by putting X-Men 97 stuff with it, which that's all going to sit together. So, but I don't know. Some of us are looking for more comic decoed X-Men.
And that's me. That's me.
I think you'll love them.
And then we got this.
Yes.
I think this is. So, how can I put this right? Whenever I see there are some people in our industry, in our hobby, that when they see a figure, that when Hasbro puts out a figure they don't like, they rant and rave, which is their right. Me, when I see stuff that I don't want to buy, like that Super Scroll, I breathe a sigh of relief because that's money I don't want to spend. And then I see this. I'm fucked. I loved Knight Rider, and the fact this guy they have by it with the stash that he has is that he has the 80s wavy hair. I want this. I don't know anything about this.
Well, let me fill you in, my friend. This is a 1/10 scale die-cast Knight Rider kit that has both modes, so it does have the Super Pursuit mode.
It's got Super Pursuit mode. Fuck.
Oh, and let me continue on here, my friend. We have a spinny license plate in the back. We have fully rubberized wheels and such. And if you scroll down a little bit more, yes, my friends, we have a fully LCD lit dashboard with a working TV screen in the console. I don't know what's going to
explain how that works. You put a USB in there.
They have not officially done release the backer kit that's going to show all this stuff. Oh yeah, and it does have an accessory kit that you can go into ski mode, where he's on his 2 wheels and rolling along. It's a really, really cool looking thing.
Yeah, and with it being 1/10 scale, it's definitely going to fit our figures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the dimensions were on there for it, but
when you get a 1/12 vehicle, it's
21 by 11.
Yeah.
By 9.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Titan, you are correct. It has AI voice recognition in there, so it will actually, register your voice to do different commands and such, or communicate with you. I don't know. it should make you coffee at this point.
It's like Robosin, almost.
Does it?
Not
Will
that
it
far
talk
off.
in? Will it talk in Principal Feeney's voice? Is what I want to know.
For the price, it better damn well use his AI voice likeness.
Did they put the price on here?
Oh, we are at
200.
$3.99 for this lovely piece of 80s memorabilia.
I didn't buy the Snowcat.
And it's like
Didn't.
a crowdfund thing, if that'll make you feel better about the price.
Yeah. Now remember,
Didn't.
this is their second backer, because I think they were the first one that I remember seeing from them is a 1/25th scale or 1/64th scale Star Trek Klingon battle cruiser, and it looked freaking amazing too. But
In fact,
just
it's
the
got
level
Super
of
Pursuit mode.
yeah, I mean, all this stuff on it is just it's wild. And again, did I say it was diecast? I mean, it's going to have some weight to it. Yeah, this is a hard one to not be impressed and going into it. So I went ahead and I signed in for the backer thing, and I said, you know, they directly ask you, if you're saying yes, are you going to back this when it goes live? And I was like, yes, no, maybe. I said, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know where the hell I would put it, honestly, but it's so awesome. But now, I mean, now you just got to find and customize your Michael Knight figure.
Ramen Toy will make one.
Ramen Toy has shown some promo stuff, and you know they're going to. Hopefully, we'll hear something. I mean, I know he's still getting the revs together.
I'm sure that 1/18th Airwolf will look amazing.
It will.
And the only thing cooler than if they make an Airwolf is if they make a Red Wolf, because yes, I remember the red. Just like the only thing that can cooler than having this is if they make a car.
Every time I keep hearing about the Airwolf, I'm like, how did I miss out on this?
The TV show Airwolf?
Yeah, I do not remember what.
It's
It
on
had the best
Plex.
theme ever.
I mean, Jan Michael Vincent before cocaine took over. Yeah.
The
That's
funny
not the
thing,
thing
okay,
where the guy
piece of
can turn
trivia.
into a-
You know whatever happened to the helicopter?
I don't remember.
When USA Network bought the rights for Airwolf, they actually had to sell the helicopter to fund season 4.
Oh, that's
And
right.
believe it or not, I can't remember, some city in Germany ended up buying it and was actually used as a hospital helicopter for airlifting patients until it did eventually crash.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
know
the
that.
show where the man could turn into a car? And the car didn't turn; it just went into 90-degree angles.
No, that's
Oh,
that's
that's
Automan. Fuck, I remember that shit.
Which, ironic, you just said season 4 of Airwolf which had oh god, I know I had it in his head. Van Dyke's son. Or season 4 was the main hero, and then you just said Automan, which was Desi Arnaz, which was, you know, Lucy and Desi, whatever his name was, Ricky
It's
Ricardo.
definitely not pre-alcohol, John Michael Vincent. You're right there.
Like, all I know is watching the first episode and having him sit there on a on a dock, you know, playing the cello. You know, it's 80s gold. Anyway, $400.
Yeah, Airwolf. Yeah, Airwolf was the helicopter, and then you had Knight Rider. They never crossed over.
Nope.
Just toss in Street Hawk just because I love that I love that shit.
Yep.
Knight Rider crossed over with a new
A
edition.
1/10th scale Goliath would be incredible, but no, God, no. That
Yeah, that would be big.
it is a good and a bad time to be an 80s nostalgia collector right now.
Well, yep, they keep getting us. So, but we'll talk about when it actually goes live.
Yep.
Oh,
So, we'll bring some things to make things a little more interesting here. We got our Player 2 Cami has been announced, and this is an Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Yep.
Which
With an asterisk, because I actually ordered mine through Nerdzoic before he sold out, because Entertainment Earth's shipping costs are stupid. So
now the
but
only thing about the only thing most player twos, with the exception apparently of Guile and looks like Cammy, then always would have something like some kind of different part to them, you know?
I don't think player 2.
Player 2 came with the flaming punch, for example.
Yeah.
So a lot of those were exclusives. Like we had the 2 different player 2 Chun-Li's.
Yeah, we had the deluxe version, then we had the other retail version, which was just a repaint of that.
We had 2 player 2 M Bisons. Big
Yep.
Bad Toy Store had one, and then we had the SDCC one.
Yep. Which the Big Bad was another, just a simple repaint, same stuff.
So,
and then the deluxe came with the other thing. But yeah, we all know, you guys have Cammy, so I mean, it's a good sculpt.
this is
But
but again, because the fact that this doesn't have any like additional parts, this is definitely much more novelty. I don't feel very pressed not getting it. Like, I'm still annoyed I never got the player 2 Ken because of a flaming fist effect. So, and it's sad. It's just the effect part I wanted.
I haven't cared about the player 2's period. Just give me the regular characters so I can be done.
See, I'm the opposite. I love all this player 2 stuff. But what sucks with this one is, excuse me, it's $32.99 on Entertainment Earth and Nerdzoic. So we're seeing, is that going to be the new price increase for the rest of the line here? Because
I'm probably gonna say no on that, just because of it's probably a smaller print run.
I would say I would agree with you on that, and hopefully that is the reason why it's going there, because I thought Vega was what, $27.99.
Yes, but how much was player 2? How much was player 2 Fei Long?
He was same price, not the deluxe that we both got, but the retail version.
They never had the only player 2 Fei Long they've had is one with the nunchucks.
I'm thinking Ken and Ryu.
Yeah,
because Ryu had the Paul Mart shop version, which that was the same price. So
I know these were $25 at Target, and then everywhere else they seem to be 30.
Yeah,
so
they're 30
now
at Walmart and stuff.
Now we're all sitting here complaining about not buying our $5 here, $10 here. Hey, T-Man, you gonna spend $100 on a Spider-Man?
I might. One of those poses. This pose makes me not want to do it, but every other pose makes me want to do it.
I mean, look
Like
at that the spider sting punch.
Yes, that, and just his stance on the ground. That is my favorite picture.
Yeah.
This is probably my least favorite pose of him. He just looks so out of proportion.
Yeah.
But then I get this. This looks good. And
yeah.
I'm seeing everything but the picture I like.
You mean that one?
That one. I always try to recreate that pose.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Titan. So go to the Chosen Prime if you want to get her for a 30.
So I have a love-hate relationship with FigureArts. I think I can literally count on one hand how many FigureArts I've bought in the last year. In fact, I'm looking at them right now in my glass display case. And like FigureArts either make me I'm either like, okay, it's a decent figure, or I'm utterly disappointed.
Yeah. Well, and this guy has the same thing that Cyclops has in regards to like the unique engineering for the hips.
Yeah, but he doesn't have those weird butt flaps that Cyclops has.
It does.
I thought he had a little bit of extra junk in the trunk.
That first picture you showed, you could clearly see it where he has his arm between his legs. He has the whole butt flap underneath of his leg.
I think with Cyclops, what made it more worse was because they're painted differently.
Yeah,
Yeah, in a lot of pictures you can't tell. That one.
You can see how the hip cap and stuff is.
You're right. Oh, yeah, okay,
So
true.
so for Chad, there's some more cake for you.
I
Anyway,
am on the fence on this one. We're talking 49.50, 51 fence on this.
yeah. I think he's going to be the thing. The other thing with, I guess, figure arts, and I say this as someone who doesn't own any of them, but listening to you guys and such, he's going to be short. He's going to be kind of steep in regards to the price.
They're
happily watch
surprising
you
us
guys.
now. They're surprising us now because a lot of them are getting bigger.
The one actually, here's the one thing though. Cyclops being short, that one bugged me. I can deal with a smaller Spider-Man because I can just say that Peter Parker is still a teenager.
True.
I'm just saying that's my copium. I have some copium for that.
I think Cyclops, it was confirmed that he was taller than we thought he is afterwards.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, look.
Right now, I first want to point out this is still available for order.
Yep.
And
You talk about price increase. Mezco went from 80 to 116.
yeah, this is still at 116.
Mm-hmm. With $20 shipping, at least.
If you order from Mezco, he is available on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep.
So if you don't have, unless it's an exclusive, you should always get your Mezcos from some other place that doesn't ship like they do.
Yes.
Yeah, as I'm still waiting for
there's
my
a
next
lot
one.
of good going with this figure. Now,
Pay
I
for
know
more.
the in art is awesome. I will not discount that at all. And the
Nope.
in art is much less.
And it's smaller too.
That's the thing. First of all, the in art's going to be smaller. This is going to be taller. This absolutely has much more accessories to it.
Yep.
And I'm going to say this. The Christian Bale face sculpt on this is one of Mezco's best by far of an actual, licensed actor, a likeness.
Yeah.
The NR also has a review with the guy talking like this throughout.
Well, and the thing that's new with this one is the masthead. This is the first time they're going to have, or not. I don't know if it's the first time or not. I'll say it differently. But this is going to have interchangeable lower faces and eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, you get all those faces. You get the radar eyes. You get the different hands. Of course, you get the stand. You get the gun, the sticky bomb gun. You get this grappling hook. You get two different batarangs. I mean, and of course, the cape's going to be wired.
Yep. but
and Mezco does a great wired cape. Period.
They do.
It's going to be heavy gauge wire in there.
The question is going to be what the body's made of, though.
That's true.
So
I'm hoping more cloth than spandex. We're not. I hopefully they learned their lesson from the '89 Batman.
I'm hoping too that it's not like a seamless silicone body that's going to be brittle and break down on you.
And they are doing a Joker for this, so that was shown at SDCC. We did show it on the show here.
Yep, but we have competition that Titan's showing.
LPZZ, I'm in on. I'll tell you right now, I've got the Arkham Batman on pre-order, and I've got the Deathstroke on pre-order. Just know that.
Oh yeah, LPZZ.
But this is, I think, especially for a proper 1/12 scale Bale Batman, I think it's worth getting if you're a big fan of the Nolan Batman universe.
Or if you're just looking at a Batman like Mezco and you make your 500th Batman like this one.
Yeah, okay, but they're not like Todd was.
Oh,
There's some distinctions in all their Batman.
Yes.
Except for the Sovereigns.
I'll watch the movie again and save my money.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm gonna touch on this, and then we're gonna end things with some Four Horsemen. But we
Okay.
do have the pre-orders going up for the Youngblood figures. If you're into the whole loose collector, and well, if you're a fan of Youngblood, which I actually was not. I tried to reread Youngblood issue 0 the other day, and it's god awful. I'm sorry. Just Liefeld's writing is terrible.
Oh, but it's so just iconic to actually see his in hand. And for everyone who's watching now, do you want to recap your feelings on Cabot since you have him?
I
Or
mean,
do you have
Cabot,
Bloodwood?
I've got him right here. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say that's why, and that's one of the reasons why I'm touching on this. This was a great figure as an action figure. Character, not so much, but this was a very solid action figure. You know,
Mhm.
it hit almost all the Liefeld tropes beautifully. You know, I got the guns here on the back for no apparent reason. The joints were solid. I was lucky to get these. I did not pay full price for this. Let me say that right now. I don't necessarily want to say this was a $75 figure. This was probably I probably would have paid at most $45, $50 for this.
Yeah.
And that's probably the biggest thing, because to go back to the to go back to this, this is from freaking 5K Toys. It's still $79 a figure.
Yep. But they do look really good, especially Die Hard.
Oh yeah,
I
just
uh,
good figures. Just the crappy characters.
No, they look awesome. I just don't want to pay $80.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. That's my point exactly. You know, meanwhile, of course, I freaking order the goddamn Yeti, who's going for $98. So I got a problem.
Yeah.
I ordered the Yeti. I admit it completely.
Oh no, I was just
And
saying,
then,
yeah, you have a problem.
and then
Fair
while we're here, if you're into the whole Metzi toys with their demons and ogres, they have now their Demon Slayer Ashura, which is using that ogre body. But oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
the soft goods on this, the detailing on this. If you have not handled a Metzi Toys figure, if you should at least find a toy show where you can put your hands on one. These are something else. No, I do not like furries.
But I love accessory packs, and I think this
We'll
guy
talk
has
about,
something.
yeah. This for me. Like, I just want to point this one. This is my money pose right here. Like, I see this, and that's what sells me on this figure.
Yeah.
Then just what you were talking about, they put this is an interesting accessory pack. It's like, I don't know why. It reminds me of the old Frank Miller Wolverine art. Actually.
Yep.
Miller.
But it's a neat looking alternate setup for this body, and those big ass claws and such. Definitely
So,
cool.
and we're gonna wrap up tonight with some Four Horsemen news.
Ooh boy!
Yay!
Did anyone here order the Jersey Devil?
I did.
So did I.
Okay.
So this is their new figure Obscura, and it's basing off the cryptid, the Jersey Devil. It's using some parts that were actually used from the Frankenstein's monster body, and then some new unique parts as well, like these hooves. And I think these are new wings.
Nope. The wings are from the Forgotten One, which is the figure that T did a video on recently.
I forgot about that.
They're just redesigned as more like a translucent, and the lower legs are going to be new from the. It's not the Rising Sun, but it's the one that came after that. That had the kind of hyena guy That's his legs.
Gotcha.
So they're double jointed legs, which will give a lot more articulation and range.
What?
So
Now, when he said double jointed legs, it made me think about how somebody else says things. Double
Gotcha.
jointed legs.
And then he is coming with a display stand, which is kind of unique. I don't think any of the other the other Obscuras came with a display stand.
no,
Which probably means they don't have faith in those hooves. Just gotta
Well,
say.
the way
With the
Eric
wings.
and Jeremy talked about it on one of their streams that focused on this was overall, it was trying to, people were saying that this is a kind of light looking figure obscura, and especially after you got the Frankenstein's monster, which had like a bed and all these other things.
That is
But
true.
again,
Yes.
this is an animal. There's only so much you can do. And while they were trying to focus on maybe looking at different different type of accessories like trees and whatnot, people were asking about putting this guy in a flight pose. So they're like, well, the best, what we could probably do is utilize the stands that they already have, so you can get him kind of elevated up. So
Okay. And then finally, announced for Legion's Con is going to be their armory experience. Last one was the Knights.
yes,
And this year we're getting Gladiators,
yes.
which is also getting some parts that we've kind of wanted in general.
Yeah, I mean, the armory experience last year at Legion's Con was actually really fun. I went through and I think I made 3 knights, I want to say, but it was cool just going through and mixing and matching different things. But just the sheer variety of parts that are going to be available for these Coliseum guys, and especially like the mixing and matching of the heads. I mean, you got a Magnus head for like the lighter skin toned person. The green demon Hulk thing is awesome because it's a brighter green up front, but then it transitions to a darker green for the back.
Well, they just re-released this in one of the All-Star waves. I got the yellow version of him.
Oh, you mean the Demon Twins? Yeah, that's actually from an earlier wave. That's, I think, from Advent of Decay, or maybe it's earlier from that. It might have been from their second Kickstarter.
Well, that's where some of these bodies came from. Like we've got the vampire body here. This is the
it could be used for Clavius, which is a darker skinned gladiator, but it's not exactly the same skin tone. And
no,
like
that's
the Fury,
Gaspar. That's Gaspar, the unamused.
Oh, the skin? No, well, that skin might be a little, I don't know, might be a little darker. I can't remember what all he was saying, but either way, it's going to be cool going through this progression because you got different stages that you can go through, like they're showing here. You can pick like the upper body, the lower body, and every figure is going to come with a masked head and an unmasked head. But there are going to be certain parts that are only going to be available at Legion's Con. So
I like these helmets a lot. And do you know, are you allowed to go how many times you're allowed to go through the armory experience?
you can go through as many times as you want, but every time you go through, the most you can make is 2 per trip.
That's what I need to know.
Because last year they had it as a ticket system. Because again, it's the first time they were doing that. They weren't sure how it was going to go. But by Sunday, I mean, it was kind of wide open because that's when I made mine. Because Saturday, again, it was just a line, which again, for 2 days, Saturday is going to be your big day. If you're going to go get stuff that's going to be exclusive, you got to hit the ground running and you got to kind of plan out what you're going to do. And that's something we might talk about maybe as a filler thing, maybe it's a FigureAction show or something like that. But kind of like I'll talk about my experiences going to 2 Legion's Cons and kind of some suggestions I might have for people that are going to go for the first time, like you, and what to prepare for.
Cool. So stay with us. We'll be talking about the Legion's Con experience and how to prep yourself. Also, a lot just because the previous armor one, if you are in the Mythic Legions and you're not able to make it to Legion's Con, they will be reissuing some of these as preset packages. Which the previous Knights they made a lot. Let's put it that way. So it should be pretty easy for you to get what you want.
Yep.
That being said, oh sorry, I would say because it is 10:30.
Mm-hmm. We're going to turn into pumpkins soon.
Exactly. Anyone want to drop anything for any particular mentions for their channels this
I
week?
am going to be reviewing Cobra Commander tomorrow. So yeah, the armored version.
Very cool.
Mike?
For me, I finally caught up with some stuff from Legion's Con. Ironically, close out on that. But I got a chance to sit down with two really interesting people last Legion's Con, and finally got the audio fixed. So both those interviews are up on the channel now.
I really like the one with Articulated Ninja until that one guy just walked in front of the camera and just wrecked everything.
Yeah, I mean it definitely was rewatching it and going through some of the edits. It definitely reminded me of how I want to learn to conduct like interviews or discussions like that. Because again, it was all off the cuff because it was one of those things like Sunday afternoon, Ninja's like, "Hey, you want to talk? I've been trying to talk to you." I'm like, "Shit, all right, let's go." So I mean, if you watch the videos, I do what I hate to do and go like ums and ums because I'm trying to think of like questions at the moment without regurgitating questions that I've known they've answered before. But Ninja's a great guy. If you haven't met him yet, go to conventions. Like again, ToyCon New Jersey is going to happen at the end of this month. He's going to be up there with his wife and their girlfriend. Just a cool, chill guy to talk to. And when Bobby kind of walked in, again, I got a chance to I got 30 minutes of his time just going through stuff, and it was surreal, honestly. Not fanboying it about it, but just the whole idea like there's so many questions I wanted to ask, and it was one of those like I couldn't form the words. So, but yeah, those are up. I'm going to finish Monkey Wrench and Blood hopefully this week, and then, like I said, I was just putting this, setting this all together.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I got some post processing to do, but it's really cool. I got this print off of a Patreon post. So again, he was selling it for $25, but because I was new, he's like, "Hey, here, you can just have this set now." So I was like, "Shit, it's a 1/12 scale vehicle that will fit your legends. I'm down for it." So
are you documenting? Are you documenting the build for this?
Yeah. I have for my printers. It does time lapses, so I've been doing each of the pieces. I mean, because like the front body was 15 hours, the middle and the back were like a day and a half, just because of the detail on the supports.
I'm just saying what you should probably do is actually set up a camera and record your building and painting of your crafting and building.
Yeah, because I mean the processing on this is going to be pretty substantial. Plus, I bought some transparent PETG because I'm going to try to actually 3D print the clear canopies that articulate front and back. So I'm going to try to make it, try to make them clear versus like a milky thing like you've seen with some other prints. So hopefully it works out. Because the other project I was working on, I kind of had to take a pause because some of the stuff wasn't working out in regards to like trying to get it to seat properly. Unfortunately, I was trying to get that done by November, but I might have to postpone or push that to the right. But anyway, gotcha. I'm working on different stuff. Again, a huge surge on the channel with new subscribers and views. So everyone who's watched the stuff, I thank you so much. It's very humbling. So now it's just, again, it's making me get motivated to start putting out stuff on a more consistent basis. That's cool. Me. What about you, Dave?
Well, if you guys hit my channel, like I said, I do have the video for Major Blood that is currently live right now, and then I'll try to get either Cobra Commander or Snake Eyes with the Polar Bear. One of those two will probably be coming up. And I do have, as mentioned before, a package from 5K Toys coming in, and so that's going to be something really, really neat. But we appreciate every one of you who joins us this week. You can catch us again every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is, and for you guys on the replay squad, again, we thank you. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And as always, until next time, take care. Peace.
Bye.